The rules are simple. Select a random champion, choose masteries, runes and spells that match and start up a game against 5 random AI controlled bots. Then the fun begins. Start a lane and farm as usual, trying to win the game against the 5 opponents before they beat you. The results are then posted in a league. 3 points for a win by destructing every enemy structure, 2 points for a win in any other way, and 0 points for a loss. The winner is then decided on a pool of 3-point champs with the lowest winning time crowned the winner. This is the 1v5 challenge. Welcome to another LoL 1v5 challenge. This one, a little bit interesting. It's going to be a full AD Leona. Now, it took me a while to decide when I saw that Leona was my random pick. With an AP or AD, you can't go full tanks. If you are against tanks, you get just annihilated. So I went for the AD option, and we'll see whether or not that pays off later in the video. But the opponents for today were Alistar, Karthus, Shen, Malphite, and Mumu. Yeah, so at least there's no tanks. It's going to be quite a difficult game, as you might be able to imagine. I'm going to level up the E first so I can get to them. Hopefully I won't have Malphite or Alistar or Shen or any of those champions against me in lane. I'm going to go first of all for the Ruby Crystal and try and build the Frozen Mallet, but as you see, I got put against Shen in mid lane, and the challenge of trying to get as much gold as possible began. First couple of minions went okay, I got those perfectly fine, and Shen was doing all that he could just to try and slow me down, get in the way, and be generally a really awkward opponent. Okay. Against a team with tanks, you need someone who deals damage really quickly. Leona is not that, so the outcome may not be the same as you might think against bots. Of course, the added challenge is you've got to destroy all of the structures in the map to get a 3-point win. You get 2 points if you just win the game, so that could just be by rushing down one lane and getting that, or it could just be the minions are too quick and super minions just destroy the towers and the nexus before you manage to destroy all the other structures. You get 0 points for a loss, and I'm slightly concerned at the moment that against this team it could be a loss. Doing okay at the moment though, not died yet. And Shen and myself trading blows. The taunt there. The Q counters the taunt because they can taunt, and as soon as you use the Q, you counter. You're going to use the W there, the ignite, and there's first blood. 400 gold after 3 minutes and 19 seconds, which isn't too bad. It's a lot quicker than some of the other champions we've had playing this challenge so far. And Leona gets first blood. As you can see though, that used a lot of mana just in that one exchange. And so much so, we're going to sort of think about going back and regaining some of that mana, which we do now. Now, item wise, we're going to aim first of all for the Frozen Mallet. So we've got a bit of tankiness, but still some damage, slow down opponents, try and stop them from getting away. However, a bit later on against the Mumu and Alistar, we might want them to get away, but we'll see how that goes. For now, we're doing okay. Got 12 minions, 4 minutes in. Not as many hits on the tower as you would like by now, but it's okay. So I shall know if you've seen any of these other challenge videos before. With this 1v5 mode, the idea is trying to stay in the middle, matching the progress of the bots in the outer lane, so you want to be destroying your middle turret before or at the same time as they do in the outer turrets against you, preferably before, but I've got a feeling with this one it's going to be a lot closer than that. Even though they're tanky, they've got a bit of damage as well. Got Malphite's W, does quite a bit of damage to turrets, and Karthus. His ults will come into play later on in the game. Hopefully not massively effectively against me, but it might get the odd kill here and there. There's the taunt, and the stun in return can't be activated yet as it's on cooldown. But we get away from that exchange fairly easily. 19 minions, just over 5 minutes gone. Still not much damage on the tower. The taunt and the stun exchange there. We're going to jump to him again. The tower's going to get us. Are the minions going to get Shen? Not quite. Starting to push in. We've got a few more minion waves coming up now. Hopefully this will help us get the tower down. Going to level up our ult, level 6 already. Still the towers on either side are standing. So for now we're doing okay. Hopefully we can get a few hits though on this one. Here's the disadvantage, not having a ranged champion to hit those minions. Leona definitely not the classic mid lane champ, and definitely not the classic solo carry champ. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, there's Shen giving us a chance to get the tower, but the taunt underneath the tower could be really damaging to the health. We have to pop the W, slow him and use that, and the stun as well. The taunt underneath the tower could prove to be very, very damaging for us. We get away from that though, but we have no mana and low health again. I'm gonna go back to the base just to get that back. Gonna try and get a few more items with the frozen mallet still in mind. Gonna get a bit of mana regain, and we're gonna come back into lane, try and stun Shen using our ult, our Q to stun, and the W hopefully will pop in time, and it does, and that's 300 gold. That's the second kill of the match. 8 minutes in. What can we do about this tower? No minions helping us underneath there for the moment. Still not much damage done to the tower. Just a little under a quarter of the tower's health, and the tower again is targeting us. No minions underneath, timing that slightly wrong. And there goes the quarter mark. I'm going to try and get it down a bit more before Shen returns to lane. But unfortunately, we've run out of minions, and we take another tower hit. Mana, once again, is quite low. When Shen returns, we won't have too much to fight him with. And there goes the taunt. I'm going to stun him in return and set the W on, but he's out of range. And he's going to chase us around the minions as we try and farm a bit. And he uses the blocking ability, so no auto attacks for me. I've got about 100 attack damage at the moment, not too bad. Definitely for Leona, but we could do with a little bit more damage just to get through Shen a little quicker. Top and bot lanes look like they're pushing on the tower, so we need to be as quick as we can at getting this turret down. And again, no ranged champs, so we have to wait for those minions to clear that one, and then the next wave will arrive. Hopefully with this wave will come a bit of damage onto the turret, if we can get these down as quick as possible. And yet no. Come on. We're just going to wait here now. And there we are, we've only got 3 minions left. Can we get the turret to about half health? Pretty much. Again, we take a hit from the tower and the taunt from Shen. We've got no mana to stun him in return. In the ideal world, I would have a full crit chance with full Essence Reaver, but that's really late into the game. I've tried that before. It does work really well with Leona. However, we're not probably going to get to late in the game because of the amount of tanks that we have to get through So it'll be a case of trying to rush down this centre lane for the 2 points, I think. I've got an ally turret down already, 10 minutes 50 seconds in. We have lost the turret. We need to try and get through this one as quick as we can to have a chance of getting to the inhibitors before our enemies do. Getting a bit of damage down, but we're going to lose a minion, and once again we're going to take damage from the tower. Not going as well as planned. Shen's through, he's going to taunt, we're going to try and stun him in return. We do get a bit of damage from the minions on us and hopefully onto Shen as well. Brings his sword back to him though. And we have no mana to do much about it. Gonna taunt it again. We stun a minion by mistake with the last of our mana, unfortunately, and we're going to have to go back to base. We have no mana to play with whatsoever. However, we should have just enough to finish off. No, we don't have enough to finish off our frozen mallet. So we're going to think about selling our small item, I think. Oh wait, no. We're just gonna sit it out. Can we do a little dance, Leona? Let's watch you dance. No. We're not even gonna have a dance. We are gonna get the frozen mallet though, and then with that we should teleport straight back into mid lane, try and clear this wave of minions out from our turret. You look at top lane, they're pressing really hard on that second turret. We might have to leave our lane to go and defend that later on, but we really need to get the turret down so we can match them through the middle and have that extra layer of security. Going into the 13th minute, unlucky for some, possibly me at the moment. So we have Shen back in lane. Hopefully he won't taunt us here as we put down some damage on the tower. He does taunt us, we're under the tower taking some serious damage. Luckily we can get out in time. There was still some minions left that it could focus on. And Shen taking little chunks out of me there. And after a bit of back and forth, we're going to try and get this tower. Put our Q on it. It's really low health now, but we get the taunt at the last minute. We need one hit, and we get it. Keeping Shen out of his zone, but he brings it towards him. Popping our ult. We have nothing left. Not much mana. Is he going to die? Yes, the ignite gets him in the end. And we're at 3-0, about 15 minutes into the game. Going to try and get this second turret now. Hopefully we can get it down before our top lane pushes too far. We're running out of minions here though. Going to have to leave the area. Not going to plan. It's taking too long. Using a melee champ is difficult enough trying to get to the turret to deliver that damage compared to a range champ, and especially when you've got a melee champ who's not built to deal damage. It could be a different story if we'd built full AP, admittedly, but then you've got, once you're in the fight, not too much you can defend yourself by doing. AP Leona is just getting into that fight for her team, but we're getting stunned here by a Mumu. Shen and a Mumu chasing us down. There's the Karth Assault. We're not going to last much longer, and there it is. That's the shutdown. It's 3 for 1, and this fight is really turning around in favour of the bots. The Karth Assault there, winning them that fight. We're going to come back in the mid again to try and defend this turret. And Mumu's there. We're going to jump straight to him, stun him. Hopefully the tower will give us a hand. He does. He's dealing some damage towards him. The Shen is going to go to him though. And the jump, the kill. And now the Shen. Stunned. Dealing some damage, slowing him down with the frozen mallet. Don't have too much attack damage though to give to him. We're going to use the E, leap to him. The tower's going to come and help him though. Going to follow him into the tower range. One last hit, we get it. 265 gold, it's worth it. 17 minutes into the game, it's 5-1. But our towers are looking fragile in that top lane. Our lack of mana also hindering us here. Can we get this middle turret down before the 20-minute mark to give us a bit of protection? Gonna go for it using our Q every now and again to do a bit of extra damage. Once more here. Amumu's gonna jump to us though. Gonna run away from Amumu as he deals his area of effect damage. He's crushing us here. There's not much we can do apart from stun him and run. Gonna keep running on. He repels onto one of our minions. We're gonna keep going though. He's gonna snare us with his ult, and with his Sunfire cape he almost gets the kill. Almost. We get the escape in the end. We're gonna recall back to the base. See what we can do. What we've got to hope now is that they don't start to gang together on that top tower and push it through. Bottom tower looks like it's fairly secure at the moment. We're going to teleport into mid lane to try and defend that turret. Just in time, the turret is destroyed. We're going to pop our ult, use our W. We're going to try and give some damage to the Amumu. However, the fight is turned and we need to start running away. There's 3 in the mid against me with low health here. We're going to try and do a bit of defending mechanics. Going to leave some damage on the minions to try and get that little bit of lifesteal. We have got that 7% lifesteal. Remember, Kath's is going to pop his ult. It's not going to be enough though. Keep on damaging those minions. Try and get a little bit of health back. It's looking difficult here. We're keeping the turret intact though for now against those 3 bots. Bot lane meanwhile has claimed that first turret and is pushing on that second tower. Malphite is stalking around looking for that kill. Malphite, Amumu and Shen versus 1 low health Leona here. It's not looking too promising for the outcome of the fight. We're doing a bit of damage and claiming a bit of life back though. Malphite sends his Q. Shen taunts comes in. Going straight back for the Shen. We get the kill. And there the W saves us. Slows down Malphite and Amumu. We're keeping this tower for as long as we can. No teleport, remember, at the moment. To try and stay under this tower. Our next tower has been destroyed. Karthus has taken it down in the top lane. Malphite is going there now. Can we catch him out? Are we going to leave him to go? Decisions. We're going to try and catch him out. The stun. The Q is popped. The W. Going to slow him down and then stun again. Trying. Here's Shen. Malphite's going to stay under the tower though. I'm going to pop the ult, stun him again. Let's go for the Shen. Going to try and stay alive with our lifesteal. Shen doesn't know what to do. Once more, we're going to use our Q, our E, and get the kill. 8-1. 21 minutes almost on the clock, but top lane pushing. We have to defend our towers. Going to recall and try and get that inhibitor turret safe, but Alistair comes from nowhere to push us out of the way. It's getting close. It's getting close. We have to push and extend further into this game. I'm going to go for the Essence Reaver, get some of the crit chance. But here we have a problem. 2 tanks and a Karthus on this tower. We need to get out of the way and push another lane, but we cannot afford to lose this tower. Let's jump straight onto the Karthus. We're going to stun him, but in return Amumu gets us. Knocked airborne by Alistair, knocked away by Alistair. Using RE, using our stun on Alistair. There's not much more we can do. We're going to go for the Karthus. Karthus tries to get away. We get the Karthus, 1 kill, 300 gold, but we're stunned, snared. and knocked up in one area. There's nothing we can do. The tanks are too strong. They get the kill, and it's not looking promising. We get our Essence Reaver. It's not going to do much good though now. They are looking like they're going to get that final tower. Once again, our lack of damage and our lack of maneuverability and escapes are not doing us much good. Here we are then. The champs are in the top lane, pushing on our inhibitor tower. What can we do to get them away? Mid lane is looking fine, but here there's 4. They're going to knock us airborne, stunned, taunted, slowed, and there we pop our ult trying to get away. Enemy turret has been destroyed in the middle lane. We're pushing on with our minions, but here where we are, there is not much we can do. We can't dive in at the moment. There is too much crowd control. And here we are, stunned, knocked airborne, stunned. Gonna get some gold. We have problems in mid lane, being pushed by Karthus, but there's nothing we can really do about it at the moment. Once more, the 4 champs at top, pushing on, trying to crush us. Tower with barely any health left. We're doing lots of damage per hit, but it's getting those hits down. 4 there, we're going to dive in, we're going to hope for the best. Pop RW, knocked airborne, stunned, taunted by Shen, snared, slowed, stunned. That's it. Once more, everything. Nothing we can do to stop that now, apart from get the one champ that makes a mistake, kill that champ, and hopefully one by one get them down. It's not looking good here though. Gathered right outside, they've destroyed our inhibitor. I'm gonna go and stand underneath this turret, knocked airborne by Malphite, knocked away by Alistar. Slowed, then stunned once more by Amumu. Malphite, we're going to be taunted by Shen. Alistar pops his ult. Try and stay underneath this tower, hopefully it'll give us a hand with the damage. I'm going to be stunned again. Go straight in on Karthus, big mistake, stunned once more, and slain by Amumu. Alistar dies. It's the 11th kill from Leona in this game, but it's not looking promising. With 40 seconds left, waiting to respawn, trying to get some magic resists desperately now, but no damage can be put down if buying magic resist. What we need is damage, but we can't get the damage down without magic resist. It's proving to be a difficult situation. We're going to go for Karthus, we're going to get that kill, and now we've just got Malphite. He's so tanky at the moment. We can go towards Alistar, but we're knocked airborne with the ult by Malphite. We're going to use the entrance. Knocked into it by Alistar. We're not sure where to go. They're not sure where to go. Going to get crushed into a corner. Jumping through to Malphite. He's going to put down his E. We're going to get damaged. And then shunted by Alistar into a wall. And it's not looking good for Leona. Not looking good at all. 2 towers still top lane, 2 towers still bot lane to get down. It's not going to be 3 points at least, and we'll be lucky to get any points at this rate. 1 tower standing from Leona. She's going to try and defend from these super minions. There's too much damage though from the minions going on to her. There's nothing she can do. The enemy champs are sat just behind, waiting for that opportune moment to jump in. All 5 of them looking to get that kill. Leona with low health now. Karthus pops the ult. And they're trying to slow down, get some minions out of the way. The ult does nothing, no damage. Staying away in the base as the final turret goes down. Knocked airborne by Malphite, stunned by Amumu, slowed by Malphite. Alistar barges back into the base, a bit of damage down. The leap in doesn't work. Shen gets a bit of damage from the base, and it's a loss for Leona. AD Leona lost. No points.